Alright, is this on? Alright, I do believe we're rolling. So, hey guys, Maverick here, and this is my first time doing a vlog of this sort, so bear with me for a moment. I don't even know if I'm actually capturing myself correctly. But anyways, as you guys might see, I am in Japan. So, I just got up a little bit later than I wanted to. But since it was my vacation, I didn't really want to set an alarm clock. So here we are right now. The time is around 2 p.m. and I am heading out to the Metlife Dome. So I had a fairly well sleep last night. I might explain that part a little bit more as well, because I was actually sleeping in a sort of hostel, but a dorm style hostel. So that's my first time doing something like that as well. Normally I just sleep in hotels, but since I'm already spending a lot of money on this trip here, I wanted to, you know, save some money. In any case, I'm walking over to the metro right now to get ready to go to the dome, which is going to take maybe 40 minutes in total. So yeah. I guess that's about it for this first part. And I can see the metro right up there. So this is also the first place I stayed in this kind of area. It's actually near Shinjuku, but it's more near the outskirts of the main Shinjuku station. So I think maybe you guys can see it. Anyways, we're here, so I'll see you guys later. And well, here we are at Metlife Dome. So as you guys can see, there are quite a ton of people over here. Directly behind me, that would be Metlife Dome. I don't know what to expect, to be honest. I think I'm gonna go check out the goods area to see if there's any goods still left that I can buy, and also to get my baseball jacket, and well, oh, and also my blades. I haven't actually gotten a blade yet. So let me walk over there, or actually let's walk together. Alright. So let's see. It's actually really interesting, you know, to see so many people wearing merchandise, the bands. Of course, probably predominantly it's from, the merchandise is from Bang Dream, mostly Poppin Party, as you guys might be able to see. But I did see a few Silent Siren fans around here. Actually, am I even walking in this direction? And I saw quite a few, like a lot of them are obviously young, they look like students, but I saw quite a few people as well. As you can see behind me, there's people playing PoPiPa. Alright, let me just get to the area real quick, and I'll see you guys in a second. Alrighty, so we are here. So as you can see behind me, that is the goods area where people are queuing up to buy the goods. Even though a lot of the goods are sold out already, it seems like there's still quite a bit of people over here. Just to let you guys see the line. So it's divided into two areas. Right now I'm in the Poppin Party line, and the one to the far side over there is the Silent Siren. I think the t-shirts are gone, the caps are gone, so I'm not really sure what else I can get right now, but we'll see. Alright, as you can see, once you queue up after the line, then you exit out over there, where you go to the booths and choose what you want to buy. At least I think that's how it works anyways. Again, I'm not quite sure what other stuff that I can get, especially since the drumsticks I believe are sold out. The caps are sold out. Most of the rubber bands are sold out. So, and also the towels are sold out. So those are actually some of the things that I wanted to get as well. So yeah, let's see. We'll just see. Hey guys, so beyond the actual Poppin Party and Silent Siren goods, we also have an ES booth here where they sell guitar related stuff, you know, picks and whatnot, and the guitars actually. Let me just show you guys for a second. So yeah, those were the guitars that they were using over there, the straps as well. I might go in and pick up a few picks, or maybe one of the books. They look interesting. And also to the right hand side is the, actually I'm not quite sure what it is. I guess the music section, the CDs of the entire Bandori project. At least that's what I believe so. Oh, and various books as well, you know, their photo books and whatnot. So, as again, I'm gonna take a check and see if there's anything I like, and I'll let you guys know if I find anything. Hey guys, this is Maverick, and I finally got all the goods that I want to get. And as you can see right now, I've got my baseball shirt, which is part of the premium goods set that you get from buying premium seats, right? So, here's the back side as well. Basically has the Poppin Party logo. And of course, no girl, no cry. As for the rest of the actual goods, I think I'm going to refrain from introducing them until I get back. It'll be a better, more quieter environment for me to do this. But I will just quickly introduce two goods that I'm going to be using right away. One would be the light blade. I believe this one is called the Dreamer's Blade version 5. And since we're going to be, the live's going to start in like half an hour, this is immediately going to be useful. So just press it, and then it changes into different lights, right? So all the lights have the colors. Last time when I went to a live viewing, I didn't have a light blade, so now I bought one. I thought about buying two, but if I'm being honest, I don't really appreciate spending 4,000 yen on what is essentially a glorified light stick. Right? It's basically a flashlight with different colors. So, not feeling it there. I'd much rather save my money and spend it on more substantial stuff. I did buy a book that talked about Poppin Party, Rosalia, and SaiSai, their instruments and whatnot, so I'll introduce that one when I get back as well. And I also bought their newest CD, Dreamers Go and Returns. So, but like I said, I'll introduce those once I get back. The other thing that I'm going to be using immediately though is this Poppin Party badge, right? Because I wanted to have some kind of stuff that represents Poppin Party on me. Otherwise I feel woefully underdressed considering the situation. Like everybody has these parkers and all these rubber bands and badges and stuff, and I have nothing, right, except for this shirt, which makes me feel a little bit more dressed, given the circumstances. But anyways, this is the, I believe this is the badge from their Kizuna, sorry, not the Kizuna music video. I believe it's from chapter 2, episode 2, the key visuals for that, for Double Rainbow. And so the badge comes from their uniform there. So I will just place this badge on my backpack so I can feel a little bit more, you know, in place, right? Out of all these people. So, any case, the live starts in about 25 minutes, 20 minutes. Not sure what to expect. It'll be really interesting to see them, what kind of performance they're going to do. Is it going to be all music throughout, especially because there's 2 bands playing and potentially 3 if you count in the guest bands as well. So they can play a little bit more music, all things considered, or are they going to use their normal route and also interlace some, well obviously they're going to have to stop and have some kind of talk event, right? Talk segment, MC segment. But the thing is, especially for Poppin Party, they normally do those segments in character. Well, maybe not entirely in character, but they always have some kind of skit that involves their characters. But this time they're collaborating with an entity that is outside of the Bang Dream franchise. So it'll be interesting to see how they actually manage that situation. So, in any case, I'll be sure to give you guys a report once I find out. It seems that everybody is heading over to the venue now, so I'm going to get going as well. Wish me luck, and I'll see you guys in maybe 3 or 4 hours. Hey guys, it's Matt right here. As you can see, I am outside of the dome now. The concert has concluded and people are going back home. I just wanted to let you guys have a sense of the scale of people around here. Seriously, that is a lot of people. That is a ton of people. To the back side of me, that is actually the railway station where people are going to be boarding a train to get back to Tokyo or wherever they come from. It's actually an hour by train to get from Tokyo to over here, so it's not very near, I'll tell you that. So yeah, I think the biggest thing I want to show you guys is how many people. Because I sat in the premium seats, I actually sat within the infield of the dome. If you guys think of a baseball game, there will be the infield part, and then where the players are actually playing, as well as the actual seats, the bleacher seats and whatnot surrounding it, right? So I was in the premium seat, so I was within the arena portion, and because they let the people from the outer rings exit first. I was actually already part of the people who exited the last, and there's still people coming out, even though I've been out here for 10 minutes already. So they did say they didn't sell out the tickets. I do believe that there are a few left at the very end. But honestly, when I looked around at it, the only seats that were remaining were like these very garbage seats that were so far back, and they were literally like right parallel to the stage, right? So you can only look at the stage from a sideways perspective. Like those seats were garbage anyways. I wouldn't want to sit in them either. So I think you can pretty much, for all intents and purposes, count this as a sold-out concert. Some quick takeaways. Let's see. Some quick takeaways. Well, first of all, at least for this day 1. So Rosilio were the guest band. They came up first. They played 4 songs. Then Poppin Party came. They played their set list. I think maybe 10 songs, something like that. And then afterwards, it was Silent Siren that came up, and they played their 10 or something songs, right? The encore only consisted of 1 song actually, which kind of bummed me out a little bit. But it is what it is, right? The concert ended in about 3 hours, pretty much on time, on schedule. And I guess they didn't want to make it go on too long, especially because people still need to get back to Tokyo, or like I said, wherever they come from, and this is not exactly within the city limits, right? So it's fun. My voice is probably a little hoarse right now. People were yelling and screaming all the way. Even though most people here were Poppin Party fans or Bang Dream fans, people gave plenty of support to Silent Siren as well. In fact, I'll talk about this a little bit more in my actual report part, but Silent Siren did a wonderful job, considering that most people that came here did not come to see them, right? But they managed to get the crowd fired up, and the tension remained high throughout. My actual report I'm going to do once I get back. Some quick takeaways here. Since I was in the arena seats and they had a moving stage, a moving platform, I actually managed to get within like 2 meters, Remy. So that was fun for me. Like literally, she was 2 meters in front of me, and I was able to wave at her. I think our eyes maybe met, but don't quote me on this. Like that might just be my imagination. And boy, she is tiny. She is tiny. The actual sound acoustics here, most of the sounds sounded pretty muddy, and there were some sound problems at the very beginning, but mostly I think it was, the atmosphere was still fun. Obviously, it's never going to be as good as being at a live house or something where the sound acoustics you can actually take good control of. But I think it was acceptable, and a lot of these songs are more fun when you're hearing it live and you're participating in it with a lot of people. So yeah, I think that's most of what I want to talk for now. I feel like the crowd has somewhat dispersed a little bit, so I'm going to be on my way home now. So stay tuned, guys, for my actual report of day. Alright, so after a few hours, I am back in Tokyo, near Shinjuku. Oh man, when they said that the Metlife Dome was a bit far from the city, they weren't kidding. Like, it's actually quite the effort just to get there. And honestly, my legs are killing me. Like, you have to stand for 3 hours basically with the concert, and you know, the dome itself is pretty big. If you want to get to place, the place where they sell the goods, where the toilets are, where the actual venue is, you gotta, you know, walk all those places. And that's what happens when you do when you try to take public transportation as well. It's not just smooth sailing all the way there. Since it operates on a sort of different line, in order to get there, you need to actually walk between the different kinds of lines and whatnot. So that's why my legs are killing. But in any case, the other thing that I actually didn't take heed of was how late it would be when I get back. So it's actually, I believe, something like 10 now, or over 10. 10:30, something like that. And so I am in search of where to eat dinner. And so I decided to go eat Kokoichibanya, which is the curry shop. It's a chain curry shop, but it's actually doing some collaboration stuff with Bandori as well. So in case, I haven't actually ate there before. They do have a branch. They do have branches in my home country actually. But I haven't actually ate there before. So it'll be an experience for me as well. And apparently I'm at a place where there's lots and lots of bars because there are a ton of people. So in any case, let me just go find out where that curry shop is. And well, you guys might see me tomorrow, or I might have one final report. But if not, then I'll just see you guys later. Well, hello viewers, and good morning. So it actually is good morning today, since I managed to get up a little bit earlier so I could get to the actual venue a little bit earlier. I didn't actually have to rush this time, because I actually found someone who's willing to buy the merchandise first for me, and he got there like 9 in the morning. But apparently they've already sold out on the stuff that I want, so I guess it just goes to show that probably, unless you're waiting like outside right before it opens, you probably won't be able to get some of the more popular items, more popular merchandise. So I'm just gonna take my time and slowly get there. I'll probably arrive shortly after noon. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's not that important. In the end, I decided I didn't want to buy the cap nor the t-shirt, and there's only this No Girl No Cry rubber band that I wanted to get. The actual shirt, the t-shirt for No Girl No Cry, I wanted that at first, but actually yesterday they announced that they had released a new line of clothing in collaboration with an actual fashion brand, and that one looks way better. And because the logo on it is actually a huge Poppin Party instead of just a small one. And then, you know, I mean, you guys seen live tour t-shirts, right? It's normally like the title of the tour or concert on the back, and then all the dates and whatnot. It gets outdated, right? So if I really want to buy anything, I want to buy a actual Poppin Party themed apparel. So I probably won't be buying any more merchandise from No Girl No Cry, and well, I'll save some money to see some other stuff. So anyways, yesterday was exciting, was fun. I didn't really get the chance to organize my thoughts yet. If you guys, well, by the time you guys see this, you probably already know all the set list and stuff. But let's see. I think the only thing I can do right now is maybe guess at what songs they're going to play today. Now, hopefully it's not going to be too similar to the songs from yesterday. Otherwise, it'll be kind of deja vu, right? Although with my view from today, I don't have an arena seat today. I only bought arena seats for one day because, well, like there's no, okay, I don't have enough money, right? Well, I do have enough money, but I don't want to spend that much money on seating. But anyways, the seats I have today are normal seats, so they're in the more normal outfield areas, and I believe my seat is like directly to the far side of the dome. So if you think of the second base in a baseball game, it basically extends all the way to the far side of the wall, if you will. So I'm pretty much gonna have a good view of the actual entire dome. So probably I'm going to focus more on, I guess, looking at the pen lights, you know, seeing them wave around, because now that is one of the appeals of going to a concert as big as this one, right? A dome concert which seats more than 30,000 people. The amount, the sound waves and the lighting is spectacular, to say the least. So that's probably what I'm going to concentrate on. But hopefully the songs will also be fresh as well. I think if maybe actually later on it was tallied, so Poppin Party and Silent Siren each played 10 songs, with Rosalia playing 4. So I'm assuming it's going to be something similar today as well. I'll be happy if they can change at least 4 songs out from each of the respective bands. I feel like that's probably a reasonable number. If they change more, great. If they change less, well, I guess we can just hear the same songs again, right? Hopefully they will actually play some other stuff that I want them to play as well, especially from Poppin Party. They still have a lot of hits that they could draw from. And Silent Siren as well, although I'm not as familiar with their discography. They played generally newer stuff from their new album yesterday. So then again, I'm only more familiar with the new stuff, so I don't really know of their actual repertoire. Although there are a few songs I know, like Stella, I didn't play that, and some other things as well. So in any case, hopefully we'll have another fun time today. And I'm actually meeting with some people today as well, some people that I met on the internet, and we decided to, you know, see if we can have an actual face-to-face meeting in person. So hopefully that will be fun as well. It's nice to be able to find someone to actually talk to in real life about Bandori and whatnot, because I have to admit this is pretty far out of my normal life, my normal social life. Like literally none of my friends would know these things anyways. So in any case, my metro is right up ahead, so I'll be seeing you guys later at the venue. Bye bye. So hey guys, this is Maverick here, and as you guys can see, I am at the dome again. This time I arrived at around noon, so there's a lot less people, although still much more than I was expecting, I guess. So most people are just waiting around, maybe eating lunch. As you can see, most people are probably playing with their phones or something. I'm seeing people looking at artwork, some people playing Garupa, some people playing some other games as well. And I thought I'd take this time to maybe let you guys see some of the other sites which I didn't have time to let you guys see yesterday. So first off, if we see here, these are the the character cardboards that were signed by all of the members. This is to commemorate the release of the 6 singles. You can see each of the members are talking about like how, please listen to it and whatnot, especially for Saya's case, or I mean Hashi's case. And if you notice on Kasumi's, on Aimi's one, she drew all the 5 faces of the members. That one actually reminds me a lot of the fan-made Kizuna Music and Setsunai Sunglass music video. I'm not sure how many of you guys have seen that, but I wonder if she was inspired by that. So let me take a quick cut and I'll show the flower sets in a second. Alright, so I'm right in front of the dome right now. I'm guessing that they're doing some sound checks. You can hear some music coming around over there. Behind me is actually the exchange booth for the tickets and for the premium goods. You can see some guys queuing up there. I'm not really sure what they're queuing up for. If it's for the premium goods or for the tickets that they're selling this day. Because they do have some tickets left over, so it is possible to buy tickets right here at the venue. So then behind me over here is all of the flowers that have been sent to congratulate Poppin Party and Silent Siren. So I'll let you guys take a quick look at all. So most of these are from some companies and also from television shows. Like this one is from the CS Television morning channel. Some FM networks. Oh, this one is actually Aimee's and Haruka's show. I'm guessing this one might be from a artist themselves, something like that. We have some other companies as well, some other companies. DMM, the CEO of DMM, Amazon Music. And I guess this is Razor Sulin's congratulations to them. Brazilia's, Parties, Silent Sirens. Actually, I believe these are from Craft Aid. Yeah, I think these few are from Craft Aid. This is from PBK. The radio shows, that's Radio Riot. This is Radio Shout. And of course, Poppin Radio. Here we got the ESP school over here. The CEO of ESP. Here's Elements Garden. And also the main guru of Elements Garden. And I believe this is Coco España. This is the television network. Oh, and this is Keating Red Tea, which they actually are doing a collaboration with Bandori now. Family Mart as well. And finally, Cyber Agent. So, those are all the congratulations flowers that were sent here. And also it looks kind of funny because the title is No Girl, No Cry Summer, which doesn't really make sense, but oh well. So yeah, I think that's about it. I showed you guys the places to sell the goods. I've showed you guys the actual dome. I'm not going to be able to record inside the dome, so I'm not going to actually do that. I don't want to be kicked out. But other than that, I think that about covers all these places. There's some confectionery stands over there to buy food and stuff, but I don't think that's actually really interesting. They're not Bandori themed anyways. So I think that's about it. And I'll be meeting up with some guys now, so I will see you guys probably after July. Alright, hey guys, and this is Maverick. So as you can see from the sky color, it's nighttime already. It's actually been about 12 midnight right now, and I just got back and I'm walking towards my hostel from from when attending the concert. So I actually managed to meet some friends there, although some people that actually spoke my language, although funnily enough they weren't PoPiPa fans, they weren't Bang Dreamers. Instead, I encountered a group of SaiSai fans, Silent Siren fans, SaiFami, I believe that's what they're called. And well, you know, at least having some people to talk with is better than none, right? So we hit it off, and I mean, they're SaiSai fans, but they also listen to a lot of Japanese music as well. So we went out and had dinner and discussed, various Japanese artists, especially girl bands and whatnot, and also, sort of like I found it quite interesting, right? So they could get perspective from Bang Dream, from PoPiPa, from my side, and I could get perspective on SaiSai from their side as well. So all in all, it was quite fitting actually, if you consider the entire theme of this No Girl No Cry concert. Now that it extended not just beyond the bands, but also between the fans of the two different groups, I thought that was, well, I think that's pretty a good outcome, if you will, all things considered. In terms of the actual concert, I'm not going to say too much. I'll do a more detailed report later. I will say, however, first of all, let me say the biggest criticism I have, the sound quality yesterday, you know, there were some issues, right? But for the most part, it was acceptable. The sound quality for this day, however, I am really not feeling it, especially in regards to the PoPiPa parts. When they played, there were lots of times when, you know, how in the chorus a lot of the sounds are, or a lot of the lyrics are actually sung by the other members rather than just me. Basically, I couldn't hear any of them. And also, as you guys might know, during the MC segments, Poppin Party have this tendency to, you know, really play around a little bit, right? They'll be excited, they'll talk over each other and whatnot. I could not hear them at all when they were playing around, because they actually had background music playing as well, and their own mics were too low, right? So that's the second part. The third part, and perhaps even more unforgivable to me, is the fact that Aimy's voice herself, you know, her vocals when she's singing, they alternate between being too quiet, whereas I can't hear her, or being way too loud, like overpowering all the instrumentals. And especially concerning of this is because they actually played Returns today, and yeah, that Returns, right? When they started playing the song, everybody, like, the roof basically blew off. But Aimy's vocals in this, like, I'm not going, you know, there were some places where I feel like it was a little bit shaky, but for the most part, it was a fine job. The problem, however, is that she was actually way too loud for most of the song, you know, way louder than all the other instruments, and that just gave it, it just wasn't that nice to hear when you have somebody who's, imagine like putting your ear right beside the speaker and somebody singing, right? It doesn't matter how good that person is singing, you will feel uncomfortable due to the loudness of the voice. And for me, during Returns, her voice was like overbearingly loud. So that is some of the cons from this. Otherwise, I actually do like PoPiPa's set list today more than yesterday's. I feel like it really drove up the tension and whatnot. SaiSai's set list, on the other hand, I feel like I might prefer yesterday's to today's. But it was, they did some pretty fun stuff as well, especially in regards to classes, which I'm sure you guys will see maybe from the days later on. So all in all, would I say I prefer day one or day two? From a pure, you know, set list wise and performance wise, I would actually like day two a little bit better. However, especially since you guys will only be able to watch the Blu-ray version anyways, so I recommend day two. But day one, in terms of overall performance, including the sound quality, might actually, no, never mind. Overall, I would probably still prefer day two, but still, the sound quality, like, seriously, Bushiro, get your act together. That is inexcusable, all right? I don't care if this is your first time at a dome or something. You know, it's because this is such an important concert that you shouldn't drop the ball on such matters, right? So that's my initial thoughts for this. And yeah, so anyways, the more detailed live report, stay tuned for that. Or when you're watching this, probably, maybe it'll be put together as well. But in any case, I'm in front of my hostel now, so I will see you guys next time. And so stay tuned for my other reports. Bye bye. So hey guys, good morning, Maverick here. I figured that before before I left the hostel, I'll let you guys take a look at where I slept for the last few days. Now, I'm talking in a whisper right now because there's actually still someone sleeping around me. But just to let you guys see. So, as you can probably see, the capsule is basically like a dormitory bed, right? A dorm bed. So you basically have a bed. You have some places to hang your clothes and put your personal belongings. You have a small counter where you can charge your stuff and whatnot, pardon the mess. And that's basically it, right? Let you guys see from the other side. So, it's actually quite comfy, the bed. It's small, but I think, you know, all in all, it was pretty comfortable. I didn't have a problem sleeping on this bed. I actually prefer it to my bed at home. It's that comfy. And just to let you guys see what it is outside. So, I'm gonna pull back the curtains now. So, you guys can see that there's a lot of different dorms around here, or a lot of beds around here. And so, yeah, that's basically it. I count about 20 beds around here at the same time. Yeah, I'm not going to record them, but you know, this is just basically the dorm rooms. So yeah, so if you guys look over here, that's how it is for a single bed. So if I'm checking out right now, I might show off some of the facilities, so just stay tuned. So anyways, just to give you guys a quick idea, this is the shower rooms, so you can see there's a lot of different shower stalls around here. And, you know, this is the place where you get up in the morning, do your toiletries and whatnot. You know, wash your face, brush your teeth and whatnot. And this is how it looks like for each shower room. So, you know, the shower room, and then there's a place where you can get dressed. It's a pretty simple and intuitive design. You open the sliding door and out you go. So, very, very, very similar to a actual dormitory. So this is the hallway. There's lots of different sleeping quarters here, and let me see if there's someone in the back in the restroom. Oh, it's fine. So this is the men's room, right? So this is where the toilets are, and you know, you have standing toilets as well. So, you know, all in all, pretty much separate stuff all the way. Funny enough, the shower quarters are actually mixed. So, this is a mixed floor. So, men and women will shower together in the shower room. I just showed you guys, but the actual toilets are differentiated between sex. So that was pretty funny actually, and it is kind of embarrassing because when you get out the shower, you're typically not in your best state as well. So everybody, if there are people of the opposite sex here within the shower room, they typically just hurry up and you know, take the least amount of time possible to get out of the shower room. So that was that for introduction of facilities, and I'll see you guys next time. Alright guys, so before I finally leave, this is the first floor, which is the common area, the common room. You know, this is where the reception desk is, and you can also hang out with your friends if you like to. There's some seats over here, and then also a common room over here, which is for when you want to eat something. They got a microwave and stuff. You know, like the microwave, and also toasters and whatnot. So, you know, if you want to fix up something to eat, or if you're hungry late at night, you can do that as well. And so, yeah, that's basically how this entire place is. Oh, I should probably show you guys this one as well. So they do have a laundromat as well, where you can do your laundry. Now I didn't need to, I didn't stay for that long, but it's nice that there is one if you do need it. It's a coin-operated laundry, so you can just, put your clothes in, toss some coins in, and you're good to go, right? They actually do have a restaurant/bar built into this facility as well. I actually didn't take advantage of it since I was basically out the entire day, but I did check it out, and it's a fairly cheap bar, I would say. Although I have no idea if its drinks are good and if the food is any good. But it's there for your convenience sake. And there's basically a convenience store right outside here as well. So it's fairly convenient in terms of its living potential. Maybe a little bit far from the metro, but not overtly so. It's perhaps less than 10 minutes walk, I would say. Alright, so that concludes the tour of the facilities. So I'm going to do my last, I'm still not quite sure what I'm going to do on the last day. Probably hang out around Shinjuku, maybe go around for some of the more Bandori related sites. It depends. I haven't completely hammered out my schedule yet. But if I do see anything interesting, I'll let you guys know again. So, bye-bye.